What is Bitcoin? Bitcoin is the first decentralized digital currency. Bitcoins are digital coins you can send through the internet. Compared to other alternatives, Bitcoins have a number of advantages. Bitcoins are transferred directly from person to person via the net, without going through a bank or clearinghouse. This means that the fees are much lower, you can use them in every country, your account cannot be frozen, and there are no prerequisites or arbitrary limits. Let's look at how it works. Bitcoins are generated all over the internet by anybody running a free application called a Bitcoin miner. Mining requires a certain amount of work for each block of coins. This amount is automatically adjusted by the network such that Bitcoins are always created at a predictable and limited rate. Your Bitcoins are stored in your digital wallet, which might look familiar if you use online banking. When you transfer Bitcoins, an electronic signature is added. After a few minutes, the transaction is verified by a miner and permanently and anonymously stored in the network. The Bitcoin software is completely open source and anybody can review the code. Bitcoin is changing finance the same way the web changed publishing. When everyone has access to a global market, great ideas flourish. Let's look at some examples of how Bitcoins are already used today. You can purchase video games, gifts, books, servers, and alpaca socks. Several currency exchanges exist where you can trade your Bitcoins for dollars, euros, and more. Bitcoins are a great way for small businesses and freelancers to get noticed. It doesn't cost anything to start accepting them, there are no chargebacks or fees, and you'll get additional business from the Bitcoin economy.
Bitcoins are booming. The price of one unit of the digital currency jumped during the past few weeks from about $40 to nearly $150. For anyone who's ever suffered the incompetence of a bank or bristled at fees involved in spending money, the promise of Bitcoin is a kind of holy grail of payments. Bloomberg's Olivia Stearns is with me now. So, Olivia, we know it's a digital currency. We know there's some pizza shops in California that accept it, some other businesses as well. What else do we need to know?
Well, you know, Deirdre, Bitcoin is this brand new form of cash.
Bitcoin startups are starting to attract some real cash, even as industry leaders are warning about the potential for abuse. Welcome to Digits. I'm Simon Constable. And here we have Wall Street Journal Deputy Corporate Bureau Chief Spencer Onte on the set to tell us all about this.
Hi.
Thanks for being here. Bitcoin, we've heard a lot about it, and now there are Bitcoin startups attracting cash. Tell us about that.
Right. So this is what is the great thing about covering technology. Things come out of left field sometimes, and all of a sudden, it can turn into the next big thing. And so what came out of left field in the last few months is this thing called Bitcoin,